Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now, today's video, we are going to be talking about paying off your mortgage. Pretty much some tips and tricks on how this couple paid off their mortgage 15 years earlier by follow some money rules that we are going to be going on and watching and looking at. So I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments. And if you guys want to learn more, like, subscribe, do what you guys do. I'll put everything down below. Check it out. But one of the things here is I found this article here on Business Insider. I pretty much just read the headline. I got my camera out and I wanted to make this video so we could both watch it and react to it. So the good thing about this here is if you're young and you're just getting into real estate or just getting your life in order, you can just put small amounts of money aside for, your mortgage, for paying off loans, and you can probably implement all of this stuff here that we're going to be talking about today into any debt, whether it's credit cards, student loans, or even real estate. So guys, let's jump into this here. So pretty much starting off with the headline here, my husband and I paid off our mortgage more than 15 years earlier by following a simple money rule we learned from our parents. So pretty much the general idea of this here, these are the key points here, is my husband and I want to live more flexible, and paying off our mortgage early enables that. Of course it does. Anytime, if that just say hypothetical, your mortgage is $1,500 a month, right? If you pay that off, that is an extra $1,500 that you guys can use to travel, save, put into retirement. So yes, of course, this will make your life better, of course. We met our goal by avoiding lifestyle creep and making choices like only buying used cars. Of course it does. We've all heard the expression, buying a new car, the second you pull it off the lot, what does it lose? Like 25% of its market value just by driving off. So it's always better to buy a used car, especially when you're just getting started, when you're young, and kind of like this couple. Whenever we had extra money, we put that money towards our mortgage payment, of course. Now, the thing that I do want to talk about here today is going to be interest rates. I definitely think interest rates do have a very, very important factor when it comes with answering that question of should you pay your mortgage off early? Because right now I have a mortgage. Now my rate on my house is 2.9%. So honestly, I don't have any incentive, I personally believe, to pay it off early. Now the reason why I say that is because the leftover money that I could use to pay off my mortgage, I can invest into the stock market right now. I can invest into security bonds and get a 6% interest rate all day long. So, yes, I could pay off my mortgage and, not have that burden. But also, I'm kind of missing out on opportunity. I definitely think it's benefiting me more not paying it off right now than paying it off. I have a super, super low payment. I bought my house in mid 2020 or 2021 when we had low rates. We really didn't have a huge inflation problem, and homes were still somewhat affordable. But let's get back on track here on how they did it here. Now, pretty much what they did here on this July, my husband and I sent our final mortgage payment in. The goal, which at one time seemed so far, out of reach here, became a reality just under 13 years. I remember being 23 years old and looking in horror at our chart showing how much we'd paid the bank over 30 years for our $170,000 home in a suburb of Cleveland. So this is kind of similar to me. So for me, I bought my house for $150,000. So I completely get it. But here we are, ages 39 and 37, mortgage free. Why did we decide to make the change to pay off our mortgage? I think it all just, honestly, I think we all could summarize this. You'll have more money left over. On top of that, over the course of 30 years, you could definitely pay thousands of dollars in just interest. A lot of people don't realize that when you make a payment, most of your money, especially nowadays with interest rates being so high, is actually just going to interest and not towards principal. So paying off your loan earlier is just going to save you more money in the future. So the main question I do want to show you here is how and why or not how, yeah, how did they do it here? How living within our means helped us pay off our mortgage early. So obviously, I think like many things here, this is a simple idea. But it's not always easy to do. Lifestyle creep is a real thing, and it's pretty much the idea, like they said here, of keeping up with the Joneses here. Their parents did not attend college and often raised their families on one income. They showed us that living within our means can be done, but you have to pretty much make careful choices here, like cooking most of your meals at home. On top of that here, not having the latest technologies, not having the latest designer clothes. I definitely think that's super important here. Most people, they, in my opinion, they finance a phone, they finance it. And, these small payments of, $30, $40 per month, they can add up. And so paying off your bill or, debt and living within your means is definitely necessary here. So that's an absolute great idea. Buying used cars, I definitely think here is probably the biggest money hack. So this is what I was getting at. Experts say you lose 11% of the value the minute you drive off the lot. 11%. On top of that, the new cars pretty much is $554 per month. That is the average monthly payment of a new car in the United States, according to the credit bureau. So instead, they purchased a low mile vehicle, which is a few years old. We either pay for ours in cash or buy them with low interest auto loans that don't have an early payoff penalty. Then we pay off the loans as soon as possible. I think that's a really good idea, right? Buying a used car, if you can't afford to to pay for the car all in cash, put down, in my opinion, a minimum of 20%, and then just try to pay it off within a year. I definitely think it's doable, and something that a lot of people don't use or don't do. But yeah, so paying off your mortgage definitely could be a huge money hack. A lot of people don't do it. And honestly, these were some tips and tricks on how you guys can do it. Living within your means is a big one. Putting money aside, not keeping up with the Joneses, not going on these extravagant vacations, and just being humble, right? Being humble, just keep grinding, going after your goals, and you'll be in a great spot, guys. But I hope you guys all enjoyed this. If you have any questions, feel free to ask down below, like, subscribe, and I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.